Hello everyone, welcome back to Beer versus Beer. Today I've got another German duel for you. I know that most of my videos tend to be German beers. So I've got two Hefe Weizens. As you guys know if you've been watching previous episodes, Hefe Weizens, or Weissbiers in general, are basically one of my favorite styles. And today I wanted to compare two. One everyone's probably heard of, the Paulaner Hefeweizen, comes in at 5.5%, and the Tucher Helles Hefeweizen, which comes in at 5.2%. So the Tucher, it's not Tucher, it's Tucher. They call it a Helles Hefeweizen, and so because you've seen one of the previous videos, there are Dunkel Weissbiers as well. So some of them will throw the name Helles in to just let you know that they mean the lighter one. Whereas most will just say Hefeweizen or Weissbier, and if it's not otherwise specified, then it's the lighter one. Let's get these started. I know these glasses aren't exactly identical, but they are fairly close. I'm using the smaller one for the Paulaner because it is smaller. This is 11.2 fluid ounces, which I believe is what, like 330 milliliters or something. I forget exactly. Whereas this is the 500 milliliter, so it's 1 pint. What is it? 1.9? I think it's 1.9. How does that work? 1 pint, 0.9 fluid ounces. So 16.9 fluid ounces. I wish they would just say that. I think it's stupid to have pint on there mixed with ounces. It's kind of a silly way to do it, but oh, I forgot to do this little twisty thing. I don't know if that really matters too much on this, but try to get that out if I can. Obviously, the Tucher so far has a much bigger head. I wonder if that would be different if I did the cans for the Paulaner, because I don't remember the head being this weak on the Paulaner. I've had it before. So, all right, well that settles down. This is the Tucher on this side, and then we have the Paulaner over here. The Paulaner is darker on the screen I'm looking at. You can barely tell that, whereas in person, it's actually quite noticeable. The Tucher is much more like a golden yellow, and the Paulaner is more orange. So this looks much more orange on camera, at least what I'm seeing here, than in person. When I look at it in person, it's very much a yellow. Now it is very hazy, but it's still yellow. And actually this, you might notice on the can, this is naturtrüb, and that's basically just means naturally cloudy, is what that means. So it's basically unfiltered, I guess is, I don't know if it actually says unfiltered. That's basically what it would be. They just leave it cloudy. They don't take the particles out. That's part of one of the great things about a Weissbier. So I'm interested to compare these. The Tucher was recommended to me at my local bottle shop quite a long time ago. I've had it a few times. They're like, yeah, they're like, this is just a sleeper. Like, people overlook this because it's less expensive than some of the other German ones. They're like, but it's really good. And I have to agree. I think it is a great purchase. Get a close-up of these. Let's do the Paulaner. Everyone's probably familiar with that. This is the Tucher. Man, that light. Sorry about the lighting. I'm hoping to get, I should have a new light coming soon. I'm hoping that'll help with stuff like this. But anyway, I've had a number of Tuchers. If I have some in the lineup for further videos as well. It's a great brand, a little bit more affordable than some of the other German ones, and yet still just really good, especially for the price. All right, let's do some aroma. Swirl this a little bit. The Paulaner, as expected, has very good. Take a guess of 2 words I'm going to use right now: banana and clove. Right? Yeah, I mean you have to. That's what Weissbiers are known for, especially Hefe Weizen specifically. What's interesting is some of the sniffs I'm getting more banana, and some of them I'm getting more of a balance of like 50-50 of banana and clove. Very good smell. This might be harder to smell because of the head and less room in the glass. Can't smell much right now, so I'll do more of that after we start tasting. Let's start with the Paulaner. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've had the Paulaner Hefe Weizen. I usually go for Weizenstephan or Andex. Once again, that retro nasal adds those characteristics. You're probably tired of me saying that like every video, but it's true. It's just a different experience. This is very refreshing. Very good, very good. I really do like that. It's actually better than I remembered. Very smooth. Interesting. So I had this recently. And I remember thinking, oh, this tastes more watery than I remember it. So now it's weird. I'm kind of getting both. It feels sort of silky smooth and a little thick at first, but then when I swallow, it does seem a little bit more watery. But not as much as last time I had it. So I'm actually getting a little bit more oiliness this time. Yeah, it's not as watery as the last time I had it, so I'm surprised. Might be getting more clove note on this. On the taste. Now this one's tasting a little spicier. Well, they both actually have some good spice characteristics. Okay. I thought this was going to be a quick and easy video. I'm actually kind of torn here. All right, so with no retronasal, getting a little bit more of a sharp, sort of slightly acidic, metallic type tinge on the back, on the aftertaste or finish. It's actually pretty spicy in a good way. A little bit I'm definitely picking up more of the metallic as I drink more of it, but it could be my tongue saying, hey, what are you doing to me? Got a little hint of orange on that pass. This is a tough one, actually. I'm a little surprised. I thought the Paulaner would win hands down. I'm actually having to think about it. Well, between these two, it might depend on the day. Wow, this is hard. Okay, so on the finish, the Paulaner is better. Not as much of that metallic sensation. I'm actually getting a little bit of orange, which I didn't expect. So, excuse me, like Simon right now. Okay. Yeah. I'm actually really digging the Tucher mouthfeel, which is what I expected to not get on. So I'm kind of confused about the last one I had. But man, it's like every sip, it's different. Definitely try both. Don't, just take my word for it because it might depend on my mood. I'm currently liking whichever one I tasted last. But I'm going to go with the Paulaner on this one. That's my decision. All right, take care.